Hello everyone and welcome back to Cringe. I'm your host Emma Gemma, and guys, this is a real buzzer beater of an episode. I have to head to the airport in like 30 minutes, but I was just like, I have to connect with my community. You guys, I have to connect with the Cringe community right now. Like, it just feels too long to go without speaking to you guys with all the stuff that's going on pop culture wise. So this is going to be a shorter episode. I'm really just like, eye on the ball, you know? But I have some really exciting things to talk about today. Because they say when one door closes, another opens. The Love Island villa shuts its doors. The Cousins house, it's open. Oh my God, Cousins Beach, it's open. Guys, it's the summer I turn pretty season. And I just love the summer I turn pretty because it gives me the opportunity to slam dunk on a man's actions every episode. And of course, I'm talking about Jeremiah Fisher, and it brings me such joy and happiness. So I'm really excited to talk about that. There are some other things pop culture wise I want to discuss. And without further ado, let's get into it, y'all. I gotta catch this flight. Now, actually, before we get into the summer I turned pretty, I would like to talk about one Harry Styles, okay? I think a lot of people that know me in real life are a little shocked by how little I talk about him on this podcast. I mean, he's on my wall, if you can see. But this is not like a Harry Styles deep dive podcast, but this man has done something very interesting that I've been waiting for a long time. Harry Styles released a vibrator through his brand Pleasing, and I find it disgusting and abhorrent. I think it's so gross and awful because it's not in a box on its way to my doorstep. You guys, I'm so fucking pissed off. I'm so fucking pissed off. If you're related to me, I need you to look away real quick because we're going to have a real grown-up girl discussion. Among my friends and my people, my community, my Cringe community, I would call myself a vibrator guru. I would call myself the messiah of vibrators. I would call myself a vibrator expert. I have receipts of literally my best friends being like, Emma, I'm at Target. Where is the vibrator section? By the way, it's going to be back by the tampons. Okay. It's usually going to be by the tampons, women's reproductive health. I don't work at a Target. I don't work at a Walmart. That's just what you need to know about me. To my friends, I'm a BuzzFeed quiz waiting to be taken, okay? They come to me with questions about what vibrator would work for them because they know I have that knowledge. I have that knowledge. And on a very real level, I am very pro woman masturbating. I think it is so important. This is going to get serious for a second. I think it is so important for women to understand their anatomy because without that understanding, a man is going to come and have a horrible opinion on it, and you're just going to kind of believe it. Whether it's about abortion, whether it's about, oh, it's icky and disgusting to masturbate. Dude, I'm like, do I go in on this? I'm like, dude, if you think women masturbating is disgusting, what are you doing? What are you doing? I think it is so bizarre. I mean, I could get like really political and really talk about this, but I think it is such a radical feminist act to have an orgasm and know how to do it for yourself. Okay. And I'm not going to sit here and teach you how to do it. But what I'm just pissed about, you guys, is that Harry Styles vibrator is not on its way to me for a solo product review. I'm pretty upset about that. Okay. Because I'm looking at the mechanics. You got dual-sided... You got dual-sided mechanics going on. Okay, I'm really interested in that. Because usually bullet vibrators, never have enough power. On the other hand, a wand vibrator could really go one way or the other. You got some that's like turning on a fucking lawnmower. And it's like, okay, I don't need someone jackhammering anywhere down there. But then sometimes it's like, it's too soft. It's not enough. What are the vibration settings? I have a lot of questions about this. And the fact that I lost a merch war for Pleasing, and the thing that I'm so upset about is I did not get a vibrator sent to my door. I put that on my private story. I was like, guys, I didn't get the Pleasing vibrator. And I had about 5 to 7 people slide up and give me their condolences. Like, this is not just me being like, guys, like, no, why would I be saying this on the internet if it was not true? We all kind of knew that Harry was going to do that with Pleasing. Like, he came out with pleasing, and everyone was like, okay, he's going to be selling dildos. All right, when is he going to start doing that? And then all of a sudden he was like, pink polish. We were like, what? He's like, Emma with the extra eye. That's this weird little creature I made, and I put it on merch. And we're like, where is the pleasing lube? Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to buy that, but like someone out there is going to buy that. We know what this was made for. I need to be on that mailing list. Guys, I'm pissed. Guys, I'm just pissed. You don't have to send me any merchandise. I have enough sweatshirts. I just want that. For a back massager. We're already too deep on this. Anyway, I really do find, I'm going to get serious again. Masturbating is a really big feminist act. And it's something that I've talked about since I discovered it when I was in high school. Okay, maybe a little before that. I always find it so interesting when I meet women and we're talking about sex and they're like, you know, I've never done that. I've never had an orgasm. And it doesn't really matter who the partner is or what's going on. I always ask, so you've never figured this out. That is the equation you can't solve. And some women, it's different. It's like they may have like a medical issue, whatever it may be. Taking time to figure out your body, that's something that no one can ever take away from you. And understanding what's going on down there, like I said, when they start making legislature about X, Y, and Z and bodily autonomy, if we want to talk about ovaries, if we want to talk about periods, if we want to talk about abortion, we got to at least know what's going on under the hood. I think a lot about, I used to read a lot of like historical, I wanted to be a history teacher for a really long time. And so I read a lot of these, whether it was historical fiction or it was actual historical novels. And it's this idea that women did not get the knowledge of what sex was until it was happening to them. I very vividly remember this book in the 5th grade. I can't remember what it's called, but I remember reading it in the 5th grade, and it was made for 5th graders. It wasn't like I was like, oh, la, 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 you know, reading fanfic, whatever it was. This was like a book for 5th graders, and it was about this girl that was living on the prairie, and she gets sold to a man as his wife. And it's very clear in her dialogue that she has no idea what sex is. To her, it is this mystic, hazy thing that maybe there's a little bit of love involved, but it's also for reproduction. It's not for her pleasure. It's all about the man. It's all about the man. And this is something that women do for their husband in marriage. Not understanding your bodily autonomy. This has gotten a lot deeper than I thought. I seriously just wanted to talk about the vibrator. Not understanding your bodily autonomy leads to situations where you could be in danger, where these women, you can even look at the like Mormon church. If you watch, oh God, what was that crazy ass Netflix documentary? There was like this Netflix documentary about Mormons. It was in Utah, typical. And, all of his wives and polygamy. A lot of these women don't, like, even in the 21st century, do not have a grasp on what sex is. They understand that it is with a man. And in that case, in their church, it can only be with a man. Ridiculous. It is such a form of control. And this is something that any woman with 20 minutes of free time can figure out how to do. It's the freedom to be able to figure that out. And once you do figure it out, it really opens up this whole world of, once you realize that sex as humans is supposed to be for pleasure, you can't really get to that stage anymore of being okay with it not being fun for you. Guys, masturbation is freedom. I can't say this enough. Masturbation is freedom for women. It is freedom for women. It is educating yourself on what happens with your body. It is not someone else telling you this is what sex is. This is what it's supposed to feel like. Masturbation is you figuring out what feels good and what is supposed to happen. Now, I'm not going to sit here and put like parameters on this is what an orgasm feels like. But even if a woman never has penetrative sex in her entire life, one thing she can do, if She's got all working parts, got an oil change, all that's working down there. She can do that. I have no idea if that made any sense. I could talk about this for 45 minutes. I'm extremely passionate about this. And that's why you need to send me the pleasing vibrator, Harry Styles. I'm really fucking pissed at you. This is ridiculous. Moving on to The Summer I Turned Pretty. I have such an interesting watch with The Summer I Turned Pretty this season because I have always been surrounded by Conrad Fisher supporters, which is what I am. Do not ever twist my words. But I am nannying this summer, and the girl that I nanny, she's a girl. She's turning 13 in a few days. So who does she like? Jeremiah. Because Jeremiah is for girls. Conrad Fisher is for women. Hear me deep in my soul. Conrad Fisher is for women. If you are a grown ass woman and you're saying, I'm Team Jeremiah, you either never dated in high school or I need you to speak with a trusted adult. I need you to speak with a trusted adult because he fucking sucks. And I just want to make this very clear. I am not talking about the actors. I am talking about the characters, okay? This entire opinion is separated from who these actors are in real life. Jeremiah Fisher was constructed to be the wrong choice. He is the wrong choice from top to bottom, left to right, front to back. He is not someone that you settle down with. He is someone that is just every waking mistake at every wrong turn. So I started rewatching the show because I was like, you know what, if I'm going to watch this season, I kind of want to be caught up. It's not like my favorite show in the world where I'm rewatching it a ton, but I'm like, I want to be locked in because this is a big pop culture moment. Like, who is she going to end up with? Dude, let's rewind. Remember that fuck ass shit with the fucking firecracker and Jeremiah? Conrad and Belly about to kiss, and he sets off a firecracker and he's sitting there like, his inferiority complex. Oh, his inferiority complex. It's like the inferiority complex of like 5 men combined into one little twink. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to me because like he lit off a firework and it could have hit them. Like it's insane. There are just so many moments where I'm like, this is a jokester. This is a prankster. This is not a man you settle down with. When Belly is in season 1, when she's at Deb practice and Jeremiah goes in there and he like turns on some rap song and then suddenly he's like dancing and everyone's like, oh my God, like Jeremiah. First of all, that almost made me turn the fucking show off. I can't handle shit like that. This new season is doing a lot better with cutting out the cringe shit because in no world is a teen boy walking in a room shirtless from the pool, turning on, was it Jason Derulo? Like, I don't remember. Turning on a song and starting to dance and all the Deb Ball girls are like, wait, guys, like Jeremiah is so hot. Let's start dancing. Guys, like, I know the podcast is called Cringe, but that one fucking took me out. Guys, it took me all the way out. I have not rewatched fully season 2, but I would like to dive into season 3. He is quite literally the epitome of everything that Belly should not want. And I know I've said that. Oh God, you guys. It really is just like the perfect trope of wrong person, wrong time. Because Belly being tied down to Jeremiah for all of college. So ridiculous. And it's one of those things where you just want to shake her. You just want to shake her and go, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, I tried doing that. Okay, remember, I've talked about that ex-boyfriend a little bit. I was like, guys, we're moving in together. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Of course he's in a fraternity and he's going to sleep with a girl in Cabo. Mine was just in Vegas, okay? It's going to happen. Oh my God, I just wanted to shake her. It felt like I was trapped in a jail cell and I'm just watching her and I'm like trying to get out of it. I'm like, help her. Someone fucking help her. Oh my God. And one thing I will say is watching Jeremiah be the biggest piece of shit on the planet is really great because I am watching it with this girl that I nanny that's Team Jeremiah. And at the beginning of the season, she was like, you just don't like Jeremiah because, like, we act like sisters at this point. She's like, you just don't like Jeremiah because you think Conrad's hot. I don't get why Conrad's hot because he's so old. He's so, whatever. I just keep pointing out things to her where I literally go, you cannot let a man ever treat you like that, by the way. You can never let a man treat you like that. She goes, well, they were on a break. I go, doesn't matter. I go, hey, girl, doesn't matter. If a boy ever treats you like that, you're going to give me a ring. You're going to give me a ring. Not the ring not the piece of tinfoil that Jeremiah gave to Belly. Dude. The scene of Belly showing the ring. She goes, and you cannot see the damn thing. You cannot see the damn thing. Oh, it kills me. But we'll get back to that. Watching this show with a young girl and literally telling her, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. She is now Team Conrad, I would like to say. So I think I'm doing a good job as a nanny. Not only has she not died, but I am teaching her the red flags that she needs to be aware of when it comes to men, right? I told her, girl, when you go off to college, you cannot be dating a man for long term. You have got to go explore. You have got to go explore. Belly is wanting to study abroad, okay? As an annoying woman that will never stop telling you that I studied abroad in London. The second that came up, I turned to her and I go, don't ever let a man stop you from pursuing an opportunity. Back to the show. Belly being like, well, Jeremiah's just going through a really hard time because now he's taking an extra semester of school. And I've had to take multiple extra semesters of school. 2 of them maybe one of them while I was with that guy that I dated. Never once that we actually had a full conversation where he was supposed to go to this other 4-year and I was staying back in my community college when we first started dating. And I told him over and over again, you need to go to school. You need to go to this college. It was a great 4-year. I was like, you cannot stay here because of me. He ended up staying here. He says it was not because of me. It was a little love bomby. Look, I will die on that hill that I said, you cannot fucking stay here to date me. Because I am on my own path. That person was on their own path. When you get to college, you have to forge your own path. It's why Belly and Taylor were not roommates. Perfect example. It's incredibly mature. And that's why Laurel brings it up and goes, that is so mature of you girls. That is so mature. Can we talk about Jeremiah? And yes, Laurel, I would like to talk about Jeremiah because they need to be broken up. They need to be broken up immediately. They cannot be together. It's just so tough to watch. Okay, let's get into the cheating. This man purposefully cheated on Belly. You cannot change my mind. You cannot persuade me to think differently. He is going on a spring break trip to Cabo that he did not tell Belly about. And when Belly very reasonably goes, you're going to Cabo? And you didn't tell me in 2 days? He goes, fine. Do you want to just come crash my spring break? Like, do you want to just come? Like, sorry, I forgot to tell you. If I'm with my man and he's headed to Chick-fil-A, I want to know because I want to put that order in. I want to get a vanilla milkshake. If my boyfriend is leaving the country, yeah, I would like to know that. Oh, well, you're going up to New York to see Taylor, so it doesn't matter if I'm here or not. Okay, well, now you guys are not going to be together and connecting for that time. There could be a time difference. I'm not quite sure. Maybe you guys need to discuss that as grown adults in a relationship, but you can't do that, can you, Jeremiah? Because you're a child. He's a child. He sets this up. He causes this fight. And mind you, he's the one that ends it with Belly. If I'm not mistaken, his gaslighting may be getting to me too. He's the one that says, well, okay, maybe we should just end it if you think I'm so stupid. I wish I was in the room. I would have been like, dude, retweet. Dude, Belly. Girl, you got to do it. I was kind of thinking about that for you. And I think maybe just pull that plug. You know what I mean? He initiates that breakup. He puts the idea out there. Belly bringing up his inferiority complex. If any Jeremiah defenders are like, that was fucked up, girl, get him into therapy because he's got one. I don't give a fuck. I do not care. He breaks up with Belly. I don't care who said, fine, let's end it let's break up, let's go on a break. He started the situation. He led it to a breakup. And then he goes and he fucks a girl in Cabo. And then never tells her. Never tells her. And just willingly lets her get back together with him. That's, guys, guys, that's the thing. That's the thing. That scene where he's debating. He's debating on if they should get back together or not. No, he's not. He wanted. Oh my God, guys, I'm actually going to be sick. The thing is he was not debating on whether him and Belly should get back together and thinking about his actions and thinking, you know what, I just slept with another girl. Maybe that tells me something that I'm not ready for this relationship. The only thing he is thinking about is, should I tell Belly? Should I tell her? It was never not in his mind that he was going to go and fix the relationship after he fucked someone not once. Guys, not once, twice. Fucked someone twice in Cabo. No doubt in his mind that he was going to try and get Belly back. Was he going to tell her? Oh my God, you guys. Oh, it hurts so bad. Then you got the whole Steven thing. Now, we all know, and this was something else I had to tell the girl that I nanny. Jeremiah showing up and sitting in that hospital room like a sad little puppy going, and I'm not going to talk to her unless she wants me to. You are a manipulator. Get out of the waiting room. Get out of the waiting room. Oh my God. It's just like a shark circling the boat. He's just waiting. He's just waiting for her to crack, waiting for a vulnerable moment. And then it comes. And then that vulnerable moment happens. And it's the heat of the moment. She's so upset. Her brother could have died. He's waiting there showing, oh, I am so loyal. And what does he do? Proposes to her, doesn't get down on one knee, doesn't even have a fucking ring, proposes to her while her brother is unfucking conscious in the hospital. Like, you're a sick, twisted fuck. You are a sick, twisted fuck, and I don't like you, and I can't. I would also like to point out, this is something I noticed. I have not seen this online. In the newest episode, when Jeremiah and Belly, like he gives her a ring, she is standing up at first, and Jeremiah is sitting on the bed, and I don't know what he says, but he brings the ring out. Belly gets on her knees. Jeremiah is sitting on the bed. Belly gets on her knees and gets the ring put on her finger. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God, you guys. I'm actually, oh my God, you guys, I'm crawling out of my skin. Guys, I just want to crawl out of my skin. Belly girl, I need you to stand up. Oh, I need it to happen. And for the second time in this season, I have also fully stood up, screamed, jumped around, and had to take a few laps when Conrad Fisher showed up on my screen. When Conrad showed up at the memorial, oh, that was my Super Bowl, you guys. Oh my God, that was my Super Bowl. Like, that was incredible. Like, it was electric. The fans were electric. Everything was electric. It was just crazy out there. It was just an incredible feeling that I will never be able to replicate. He's a man. He's so hot and sexy. Yeah, he's losing his way right now. Yeah, he didn't get that internship, but you know what? He knows he fucked up, and he's taking accountability for that, and he's trying to get another job. He's a man. He's not perfect. And that's what I love about this show, is the thing. None of these characters are perfect, and I like it that way. Belly is also a completely imperfect main character. What do you mean you're gonna fuck two brothers and then you're gonna marry one of them at the end? Oh, that's kind of weird. Girl, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's kind of weird, really odd. It's just not what I would do, but I'm still here to support you in any way that gets you away from Jeremiah Fisher. So, Girl, I'll hold your hand through this. Don't you worry. We're going to get through this together. All right, guys, I really have to go and get to the airport, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. We are going to talk more Summer I Turned Pretty when I get back. Next week, no episode because I am going to be in LA apartment hunting. Going to be taking a little breaky break. But the following week, Cringe is so back. We're so back. In the meantime, it's giving you plenty of time to check out our other episodes. So please go check them out on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. We are streaming anywhere where you get your podcasts, so it's kind of perfect. And make sure to follow us on all of our social medias. That's at Cringe Podcast Official on TikTok, Instagram, and of course YouTube. Guys, go buy a vibrator. Guys, I need you to go buy a vibrator, and I need you guys to go lock in on the Summer I Turned Pretty. Okay? Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Love you. Bye.